All right, well, it can be tough to stay warm this winter. How about a nice bowl of Peter's Clam Bar's famous chowder to warm you up?
Here to show us how to make this delicious soup is owner Butch Yamali and executive chef Christopher Seidl, all the way from Island Park, Long Island this morning.
It's my hometown.
I know. Well, thank you for being here. We really appreciate
thank you for inviting
it.
us. We love it. Thank
Peter's Clam Bar has been open since what year again?
1939. It'll be 80th year next year.
1939. That's
Landmark
amazing.
of Island Park and the whole area, the South Shore, Nassau County.
And your husband's family has been going there
For years. My father-in-law was so excited because he said he's been going there since he was 10 years old.
And he knows all about how great the food is.
Yes, and you brought some samples, which we're so excited to try. Among them, the chowder, right?
Yeah. Our chowder's famous. It's been selling the same recipe for almost 80 years. We had the original owners come in when we took over, explain to us exactly how to do it. Chef Chris is going to demonstrate right now if you want to start.
Okay.
We're going to make exactly how we do it there.
And this is the Manhattan clam chowder?
This is the Manhattan clam chowder. So we start with a little bit of oil in the pan, get that nice and hot. We're going to add our onions.
That's a lot of onion.
A lot of onions. It's chowder. It's got to be
And this
hard.
is the base. You need that for the base.
Okay. We got a celery, onions. I'm going to move these around a little bit.
And how long do you saute those?
We're going to get this till it's like translucent. So you got a couple minutes. You just want to get, you really want to get the flavors to come out in them. Now it's soup, so it's going to cook for a while. So you have time. So we add celery, carrots, onions. We're going to cook
Using a big
these.
stock pot, so it'll be hot.
Right. Chris, as you're doing this, what do you think the biggest mistake people make when they're making a chowder?
Got to take time.
Okay.
Patience, you know?
Patience is the biggest problem, always.
Yeah.
People want to rush it and eat it quick. That's why they go to the can. We want to make it and make it really good. We make 50, 60 gallons a day there.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
It's really good size. Really
Now, at
good.
home, when we're not making 50, 60 gallons, how long should it take from start to finish?
You want it to be about an hour, hour and a half, because you want it to simmer a little bit. You want to bring all those flavors out. You know, now, something like this, you have clams. You don't want to cook the clams too much, so you're going to wait to add the clams last. Once you have all your ingredients, celery, carrots, onions, your potatoes, you'll cook all that, let it simmer for a little bit, and then right before you're ready to serve the chowder, you'll add the clams, so that way they're nice and tender.
Okay. So how long do you cook this for, and then what do you add next?
So next, we're going to add some of the potatoes.
I know we're speeding up the process a little bit.
That's all right.
Get an idea. It's nice and chunky. Also, the clams are fresh chowder clams that we shuck ourselves. We chop them up
these
fresh. We save the juice, so everything is fresh.
Nice big chunks of clam. Beautiful, a lot of flavor.
That's the best.
All right, so now we have this going. We're going to go a little quick. We're going to add, this is clam juice. Now, this is fresh clam juice. We get this from when we shuck the clams. When we get the clamine out, we reserve the clam juice. So this is like the nectar of the ocean. This is the real flavor right here. So we're going to add this.
The nectar of the ocean.
Very nice.
All right. So now your tomato product, we use a tomato puree. So we're going to add that in. Okay. All right. So now we're going to let this simmer, cook down. We'll season. A little salt. Don't want to go too heavy with the salt because you do have the salt from the clams.
Right.
A little bit of oregano, a little bit of pepper. Okay. So now we're going to pretend this has been simmering and simmering and simmering.
Okay.
Right before we serve it, we're going to add our chopped clams. All right. So we add some chopped clams in there. Now we have a little bit of a secret. I can't exactly tell you what it is, but we have to add it every time that we make this soup. And it's the most important part.
That's the one part you're not going to share with our audience.
That's the one part I can't share, but this is what makes Peter's clam chowder different from everybody else.
All right.
All right, so then that goes, simmer, simmer, simmer. And now we're going to show you.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Really.
Andrea's running.
No, it looks amazing. That looks great.
And so this is the finished product right here.
As you can see how it all cooks down, and it's delicious.
Looks delicious.
That looks great. I'm going to try some. And Butch, you're going to...
Here you go. You want to try some? And we're going to talk about some of your other dishes. This is one of your very popular lobster grilled cheese.
That's a lobster grilled cheese. That's on Texas toast, butter, bacon. That's fresh lobster meat.
Oh, my
that's made
goodness.
like a salad,
Look at
very
that.
lightly dressed. Grilled, as you see. Then we have our baked clams, which are the same clams, the smaller size clam. Then we use the fresh clams, we chop it up, we put onions, we put seasoning, and we make it handmade, every one of them. The lump crab cake, it's called Mediterranean crab cake sandwich. It's a jumbo lump crab cake made into like a patty.
You know what? Everyone loves crab cakes. What is the secret to making those?
The good crab meat. You can't skimp on the crab meat. People try to shortcut. They'll put whitefish instead of crab meat. You need jumbo lump crab meat. Go for the good stuff, charge a little bit more. and you get the good result.
And what do you mix it with?
We mix it with some breadcrumbs, we mix it with some onions, we mix it with different fillers, you know, not fillers, but like seasonings, and it's mostly crab, just, you know, put
that's
together.
the key.
And then we see shrimp. This looks amazing,
And the po'
too.
boy. We have po' boy in a lot of different directions. That's a healthier po' boy because it's grilled shrimp, it's avocado, it's on a roll, there's no cheese on it, and offer a variety of dressings if you like. And it's it could be healthy, it could be not unhealthy, but it could be a little bit calorie heavy.
And we hear what you're saying. This is delicious.
Like it?
The chowder is delicious. Chris, what is one piece of advice for people preparing just seafood in general that you think?
Seafood, the most important thing with seafood is fresh. Freshness is the most important thing. Don't try to skimp, don't try to save money. Go to a fish market. Get it fresh. Someone that's busy, someone that's getting it that morning, that's the most important thing.
And if people come to Peter's Clam Bar, there's a chance you'll see some celebs.
That's right.
Oh, he loves all the time there.
Yeah, like Kevin James, who happens to be on.
Amy Schumer there. We had Billy Crystal there. Billy Crystal lives in Long Beach. So he's a frequent customer there when he's in that area of the town.
And you said Amy Schumer's very generous.
Amy Schumer gave one of our waiters a $500 tip last summer, and it was amazing. Just like nobody even knew who she was, and she gave a tip, and we read the check, and and she admitted it, and she was like, "That's what he deserved."
Very nice. And it's Winters? Is it Restaurant Week or Winters?
This week is Restaurant Week.
Okay.
We start today, and it's $28.95 price fixed. You get a chance to taste Peter's at a much reduced price. The same fresh fish, the same size portions, and we welcome everybody to come down.
Well, Butch and Chris, thanks so much for being here. We really
appreciate it.
All the recipes are going to be on our website at cbsnewyork.com.
And thank you so much for joining us this morning. CBS 2 News is back tonight at 6:30.
I'm Cindy Hsu for the whole team. Have a great weekend.
I'm Andrea Grimes.